Hello everybody. Today, Wardy's works. We're back on the Disco 3. There it is with the body up. Still trying to locate this sort of whirring noise that I've got on the go at the moment. I'm thinking it's the air conditioning compressor, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything off the car and I'm going to run it with the belt off to see if the noise has gone. Hopefully it'll go, and I think that'll show me that it's the air conditioning compressor, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to strip it all down, get everything off it. It's the same things that we've done in the past. We're going to have to get these two off here with your 8mm. What I find very helpful is one of these. Tray like that. Keep all your nuts and bolts in there. And you know you've still got everything when it goes back together. So we're going to put them in there, off there, and the radiator will come out. Not the radiator, that's the fan. Full. Then you can retrieve your spanner. Right. So that's the air conditioning compressor down there, and apparently it's an absolute nightmare to get off. So what I'm going to do anyway is I'm going to run it for 30 seconds without the belt on and see if the noise shut up. I'll run it first to show you what the noise is. I don't know if you'll hear it over everything, and then we'll run it again with the belt off and see if it's made a difference. Refit the air pipe there. So he's running through the airbox. We're going to start it up now. It does only make the noise at 2000 revs, or 2000 above. So I've just rigged a little thing up on the pedal there, so we can adjust it. Start it up. Probably throw you some lights up maybe. We'll adjust, there you go. Just adjust that. You can hear that now. That whining noise. So we're going to take the belt off, see if it makes a difference. We can pop this back off now. So belt's easy to come off. You just need to put a socket in there and push it that way to pull the socket up, and then that will take the tension off the belt and we can get the belt off. See if I can set this back up so you can see that. Right, so we got the ratchet there. Pull it over. Belt off like that. Now you can only run it for a minute or so without the belt on, 30 seconds really. It's going to throw some codes because obviously it's not going to be turning your water pump, your fan's not on, pair of steering won't work, battery won't charge, but hopefully it'll tell me whether it's my pissing thing. If it's my air conditioning pump that's making the noise. I mean, all of these, it's had a new water pump. All this pulley carrier's new. That's new. That's new. It hasn't had a new alternator, but I don't think it's that. I think it's definitely that. So we're going to run it for 2 seconds, a minute with the belt off, and we'll see what it sounds like. yes, the noise has gone. So we're going to go with the air conditioning there, which is a bit of a piss out because apparently it's one of the worst things to get off. There's no videos on YouTube of it being done. So this will probably be a first. I'll try and document it as much as possible. I do know that you've got to go in through the wheel arch for the majority of it. I mean, it's down there. There don't seem to be any guides on getting it off. There's a few small videos, but not a lot. So that's our next massive job. Okay, so next thing we've done is remove this wheel, axle stand and jack still under the car just to make sure everything's okay. And we've just whipped the wheel off, and apparently it accesses via this sort of area here, so the wheel well cover has got to come off, and that's just some screws. Nice and easy to get off. And we'll get the wheel well cover off, and probably some of these plastic ones, and I think some of the heat shields have got to come off as well to get in there. So I'll start taking that apart and I'll let you know what's happening and what's coming off. Right, wheel arch liner's off. Nice and easy to get off really. The plastic things are a bit of a nightmare to get out. I've only got a flathead screwdriver here. I haven't got my trim tool. And then we can see it's going to be a nightmare because inside there is the air conditioning pump. Now apparently you've got to get the power steering pump out as well, which is that one there. Not sure why, but apparently that's got to come out. So I'm going to remove this heat shield, then I'm going to have a look for the bolts to undo the air compressor and see where we go from there. But that's the first thing I want to do anyway. I'll get some 10mm and get that off. Just on there like that. Then we'll undo that one off there with 3 bolts. So right, we've got that first one off. I'm going to try and get this one off here. That one. Looks like it's held on with a bolt up there, and one just behind there, 2 10mm, so we're going to try and get it off. I've noticed it looked like I had an animal living inside me wheel arch with the nuts and everything that's come out of there. Look at the outside any wires, but we're going to get that one off now. So both heat shields have come off now. One's connected there and down inside there with a couple of 10mm, and then you can wiggle it out here without too much of a problem. There's another heat shield just above it there, you can see. Not sure where that one's attached. I can see that it runs all the way down here. I can't feel where it's attached, so I think I can see it from above. So that one might have to stay there. There is a 10mm at the back of it here, but that one might have to stay in position because I can't see anywhere else that it's attached. And I'm still really no nearer seeing the back of the thing I'm looking for. There's the turbo down there. See that? So we're going to have to get some more pipe stuff, but I'm going to have a look into it from above and stuff, and from underneath, and see if I can see where I'm going. I've removed this heat shield here that you can see. That one's held on back of here with a 10mm, and then it fits through there. Push it out, and then you're going to have to try and work it out of the way. And just give it, wiggle it about until you can find a place that it will come out. So I think it might come out of here. But yeah, so that one came up and through this gap here. To pop these off, the holders that were up there, move them out of the way, and then I could get it out through this gap. So now what we can see is still jack shit. Still can see really nothing that I'm looking for. But if we look from the front, it's quite down quite low. It's down there. So I'm wondering if I'll be better jacking this up as far as I can get it, just to lift this arm, this top arm up and out the way, so I can see through this gap instead of down through that gap. So I'll do that and just get back to this axle up, this wheel. I was looking through the top of it previously, and now I'm looking up through this hole here. And there's the turbo, and there's the turbo pipe. So I'm going to get that pipe off the turbo there, and get that out the way, and then hopefully I'll be able to see down there the back of what I'm trying to get out. Might make it a little bit clearer, but we'll have a look and see. Fan coil, which is behind the radiator out of here. There's a 8mm bolt there, which is connected to this, and then you've got to unclip this. There's just clips there and there. You just pop them off and slide it out. The main issue is when you're sliding it out of that, these here, I've got pipes hooked into them. Make sure you want to hook all these pipes. There's a little one at the bottom as well, plastic one. Make sure you want that one, but it's very difficult to get them off and over, so you can pull it up. But once them free and out the way, you just work it up and out, and then you've got that extra room down there, and you can get to this turbo pipe, which needs to be disconnected. So we're going to try and pull that off now, get it out the way. Everybody did say there's a lot of pipes that are in the way, so. But there's what we've got to get out there. I'm not even sure where it's bolted. You know, I think there's one there you can see, look. In the end. And there's going to be one underneath that and two at the back, I would have thought, to get it out. But slowly but surely we're getting there. That's the pipe that gets stuck when you're putting it out, so don't rag it too hard. And these pipes here, all these big ones, are the ones that fit into the brackets there on there. So you've got to get them out so you can pull this out. But it's slowly coming to pieces, as you can see. So we're going to try and get this turbo pipe out, then I'll put it right. I don't know if you can see, but in there, see the turbo, there's a black pipe coming off here. Cannot get that pipe off. So I'm going to start removing other things that may be in the way. Let me get a torch. There we go. Right there. So, cannot get that off no matter how hard I try. So I'm going to start removing other things that are a little bit in the way. The gearbox oil cooler pipe off there. It's just down there, look. Try and keep it upright, else it will piss with oil. But that, it's just another pipe out the way, so I'm going to move this one now out the way. What's that to? That goes to the heater, the diesel heater. So I'll get that one off. It's just another pipe out of my way. And then I'm going to go and get some of the other ones off. So this one's just a clip on there. I'll move that pipe off. So now I'm going to go down and remove this one off here. This comes off easy, easier than that turbo pipe is anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's an angle where you can't get your screwdriver in. Bit of a mare. Everything seems to be on this at the moment. Give me a Discovery 2 any day. Or a Defender. Gonna lost it in that freaking engine bay with that. It's squeezed in tight on these cars. Okay. We'll get this pipe off here. So I've got that off there. And what's that one's in? What's in it? But and well, I've got to get it out of the way. I'm just giving off what people tell me. But I'm trying to jam it out of the way somewhere. I mean, it's giving me a little more access down here. What does it get to? Oh, I see. It's to the intercooler in there, which has also got a Jubilee clip on it. I'll see if I can get to that one, and then I can get that pipe completely out of the way. Then I should have a bit more room to pull on that other pipe. Good thing about taking the gearbox one off is the gearbox cooler pipe. I was considering putting some Dr. Training in it anyway, because it had got a little bit of a hunting revs. I've changed the oil, but I wanted to put change another 2 litres, going 2 litres to put in, but we'll do that anyway. Back to the job in hand, the nightmare job. Now I can't see the screw on there, so I'll have to get looking for this panel off now as well. See if I can get to the other side of this hose. So I'll get this off. To do back to 2 hands, I'll get this panel off, and then I might be able to see the thing I need to undo. Took all them out now. Get this out the road. There we go. Another panel to go with the panel. And then what I was looking for was that Jubilee clip there off the bottom of the intercooler, so we'll take that off now. So that's the hose off the bottom of the intercooler, so that's out the way now. Onto the pile of shite. So I've got this one off, and it is giving me more access to see. Is it? No, it ain't. I don't know why I've got to take all this shite off. It's just what I've been told. I think it might be so I can get easier manoeuvrability to get this air intake that goes to the turbo off, because it won't shift like I said before. So we'll give that another pull and a push and see if it'll move. So the next thing I'm doing is just taking the aircon pipes off. You would have to get this degassed normally, but luckily I know there's no gas in mine because it had a leak. So I can just take these off without any issues. If yours is full, you will have to call somebody out, or take it in somewhere before you start the job. But these are the next thing to come out. Okay, to get this off. That's the turbo and that's the hose. I've been pushing and pushing and pushing on that with this scraper, just prying, and it's finally come over the end. Absolute killer. You might think it's never going to come off, but it does in the end. I just had that, and I've been prying on it to get it over there. Ooh. Looks like it's coming off though. It is now off, and I've got that jammed in it to stop it moving back on, because it just keeps pushing itself back on. The only thing I can see that might be stopping it going any further, just up there, there's a water hose. You can just see the clip on it above that pop that's got nothing on it. I'm going to take that off. Move that. The reason I couldn't get it off is there's a bastard 10mm down there, hasn't he? Down there. That 10mm. It's holding it, so I've been trying to force it against that. That's why it keeps popping back on again. I hope I damaged it doing it, but we'll take it off and see. So that 10mm there. You got one over there, then there's 2 in the middle, and there's 1 to the right. It's that one. Bolt out. That one out. Now the turbo intake pipe still won't come out that way. There it is, look. But now I can move it up and down, so I can actually see what's going on. And right down there, I don't know if you can see. There, look, there's a switch plug. If you pull that plug out, you get a flathead screwdriver in it and pop it up, and you can pull it out. Hang on. can't get your fingertips to it, but you can pull it out, and behind it, see if we can see. See this? Right behind that anyway, if you can see it, fucking hell. Is it there? Right behind that over there, with the wires coming out of it, there's a nut, a bolt. That's the third bolt you need to find. It's behind that. I'll put an arrow on it there. The little connector, and it's down there where my socket is. I'm just on it, I'm taking it out. So I'm going to get that out and then I'll move on to the next step. See it there, look, I've just undone it, it's just on its way out past that little connector inside there. So you can see. Well, inside there, just to the left, this pipe there it is. There's a bolt there, 10mm. Take that out and that'll give you access to the bolt on the other side. That is, there it is, look. That is the top of the pipe to the aircon feed. So we'll take that out. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this one, but down there, just there on the corner of the light. See if we can get it to focus. Down there, there it is, look. Just above the corner of that pipe, another little 10mm, that's got to come out in order to get to one of the bolts. As you can see, it's been a few days because it's got rusty discs, but this, I'm going to try and show you this piece old bolt. Down there, in the depths of that sheet, is a little bolt. Can you see? Let's try and zoom in on it down there. Down there, and the only way to get to it is I have to put my hand in that hole with this spanner through there and then shine the torch down here, and I can see it, and I can just turn it a tenth of a turn at a time to get it out. And that little bolt in there is what's holding the thing into the air compressor, and it's in the way of the bolt to take it out. So hand through here, this hole up there, and you'll see your fingers through this side. So you look through that side with your torch, you get your hand up that side. I tried with some extensions and things, couldn't get them in there, couldn't see jack shit with extensions in there. So a little ratchet spanner like this seems to be doing the job. But the next thing to do is, this big pipe here is in the way, so undo that little one there. You can see the 8mm socket on it. Yeah, undo that, and then that'll get this loose, and then I think you've got to try and get it off from that end up there. It's connected to, I think it's a thermostat under there, but yeah, that's the next bit. Right, getting the one of the pipes out of the side of this was an absolute nightmare. It's going to be a struggle to show you, but you can see there, see that hole, that's where the bolts come out of, and the only way I could do it was I had to shine the torch through this hole, and I put that 8mm spanner in through that hole there with my hand, and I could see my hand through this hole, and I could undo it, and I just undone it and undone it and undone it, and then got it out with the magnet. And then once that's done, you give this is the pipe here, and it's down there. You just give it a pull out of that hole, and then it'll let you loosen off that bolt. You can see that I've loosened there. It'll let you loosen off that one that's sticking out, and then the next one is the bottom one. And in order to loosen that, that bracket's got to come off down there. That you can see the socket's on right down there. Look, that one, the hole that's coming apart. That bracket's got to come off so we can get that water pipe out. So I've just released that pipe off there. You can see that one there, it's that cooler. Let's give me a bit more room to get my socket down there onto the side. There's a little bolt down there, which is the last, the final one, the third one. So I'm going to undo that one, and I'm hoping the pump will stop. Right, I decided to get that pipe off there. Can you see that one with the Jubilee, the big clip on it? It goes onto the thermostat. I decided to get that off. Absolutely bastard nightmare. Ended up using a pair of them. Put them in there, clamped them down onto it, then I just pulled on the pipe and it popped off. Now I'm going to go under the bonnet here, try and get this water pipe out here. Try. There's no one out. Good job I'm taking a video of this because I had no bastard clue how this went back together. Measure shit I've took off it. But I got my ratchet stuck on there anyway, so I'm going to try and get this plastic intake pipe out as well, see if I can get that out of the way. Might make it a bit easier. If I'd have got that pipe off in the first place, it probably would have been easier anyway, but now I've got my frigging ratchet stuck down there. But I'll try and get that out. Right, so there's also a bracket underneath of these two pipes. Then we're connected to a bracket. As you can see, I pulled it forward and started to get it moving, but something else holding it. I've got a feeling it's whatever wires are connected to it. Just have a look about in there and see if we can see what's holding it in place. It looks like it's that way, or that is up there, into a pipe. I'm not sure what that is. So we finally got everything undone that I can see. And as you can see, it's coming out. We've got one connector there to undo. Which is undone there. And then out the piece of shit comes. And there it is. So I had real trouble getting this one off. I took the bolt out of it, but it was stuck in there. So we had to get a little pry bar, and I went from this side of the engine, pried one side of it off, then went through in the side and pried it off until it come out. Did have to take the turbo inlet pipe out in the end and just wheeled it out. So all the pipes had to come out from down there, and that's where it is in there. But access from this side and the other side, very difficult, but you'll get there in the end, so stick with it. It took me a total of probably 5.5 to 6 hours to get that out of there, not knowing what I was doing with no manuals. So we'll see how the fit goes.